ready? I'm Hope ready.
Am I 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 ready? I'm Hope ready.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? We're Hope ready.
I'm Hope ready.
Are you ready?
We're Hope ready.
Am I ready? I'm Hope ready.
Hope College, it's been a while since we were all together. I can't wait. Staying together will require all of us doing our part. Thanks in advance for all that you're going to do to keep us healthy and safe. Am I ready? I'm Hope ready.
I hope that you are feeling Hope ready. And if you're not, thanks for joining us because we're going to help you get there tonight. My name is Dr. Ellen Awad, and I'm the Associate Dean of Student Life at Hope. And I am so excited that you've joined us. We're going to go over some last minute move-in logistics and meet some very important people at Hope College this evening. What I want you to know, if this is your first time at one of these sessions, at the bottom of your screen there's a Q&A button. And if a question pops into your mind at any point during this session, you can write it in there and we have a team of people who are answering those questions. And also, I have a little reminder to students who are on this call. If you have not checked your Hope email, you need to do that. There's so much important information that will equip you for your transition to college sitting in your inbox right now. So check your email. And parents, family members, you might want to give a little nudge if you know that's not happening, but also parents, you're going to get some snail mail delivered to you soon if it hasn't come already. So look for that because there's something that you need to tend to before your new Hope student moves into Hope. So look for that in the postal box. With that, I think we'll start. We have some great guests with us tonight. The first one is Dr. Richard Frost. He is our Vice President of Student Development and Dean of Students. We have Luke Rufinack. He is our President of Student Congress. And we have one of our orientation directors, Adriana Mirabelli. And they are going to share some great information with you tonight. And we're going to begin with Dean Frost.
I have to unmute. I'm not a tech savvy person, so I apologize. So first of all, to all of you as students, I want to say thank you for choosing Hope. You all had a lot of choices to make, and choosing Hope was one of the most important ones you did for yourself and for us. We're going to work hard with you over these next 4 years to make them exceptional. And I know that through activities and classes and relationships, you're going to grow and thrive in this environment. For parents, I want to say we're going to work hard to earn your trust. This is a big move this fall, and we know that there's a lot of unanswered questions, but we believe we're ready, and we believe that the faculty have worked hard all summer. I know our staff are ready, and I know the student body is ready, and I think you're going to hear that from Luke when he talks next. I've been the dean a long time, and this is going to be a tough and a different fall for me. Some of you on this call, I may have been your dean, and it's different today than it was then. But more importantly than what's going to be hard is the excitement I have. The excitement I have to live in a community where we care about one another, where we're going to learn together, where we're going to thrive, and we're really going to reach new boundaries of relationships that are meaningful in our heads and in our hearts and in all we do together. That to me is so exciting because that's what Hope is. Hope is about relationships that get formed and that become lifelong. As I look back at my years at Hope, I can talk to you about many students that are lifelong, and the things that they have done are absolutely amazing. But it's built on this 4 years at Hope. And that's what's really exciting for me, is to kind of live into that and to do that in a way which is going to be fulfilling for you. The last kind of thing for you as students in the class of 2024 is that this is your chance to begin a new chapter. You've had an exceptional 18 years to date, and now you get to start a new chapter. And what is that new chapter going to look like? Who are those friends you're going to make? What are those classes you're going to take? What are those risks that you're going to do? And what are those things that you're going to learn for the first time and find a new way in your life to find? For me, those are what's exciting. Students are exciting. One of the things that's most important for all of you to realize is that when you come to Hope, this is not a spectator college. This is a college where you're expected to play each and every day in the classroom, campus ministries, with your friends in the residence halls, and getting to know one another. This is a place where you come to be on the field, and I'm so excited to be there with you. Thank you again for choosing Hope, and I look forward to meeting you in the coming weeks. And go Hope, and we are ready. And now here's Luke.
Forgot to unmute again. Hi, class of 2024. My name is Luke Rufinacht. I'm a junior here at Hope. I am the student congress president for this upcoming year. I am a business and poli-sci major, and I'm just so excited for all of you to get on campus. This year, it's really more than ever, it's going to be a team effort. And I really just think, if we're going to make it through all of this, it has to be from all of us working together. It's a place, Hope is a place where Hope is having positive expectations for the future. And that year, those positive expectations come from us as students. And so I think this year, there's really those three things that we keyed in on in that letter that came out last week in the campus health email, which is first off, to care for ourselves. That's going to be things like using hand sanitizer frequently, monitoring your symptoms, and also taking time to care for yourself. I think more than ever, mental health and physical health are extremely important right now. College is already stressful enough. I know last semester at one point I was taking 14 credits, which isn't even a full course load, and I was super stressed. And now this year we're going to be adding on COVID and all the other stresses that come in with college life. So take some time for yourself. And that's both, mental health, taking a mental health day, or also just going out for a run and, making sure that you take care of yourself during all of this. And I think that second part that's also going to be very important is taking care of others. And, that's going to be wearing masks and other face coverings, keeping a social distance of 6 feet when you're inside and outside when necessary. And I think that's also making sure that we take care of each other. As I was saying, mental health is still important. It's important here at Hope we check in on each other. And this semester more than ever, that's going to be, just vital to how we get through the semester, because we're going to do it together. And lastly, taking care of our community. That means being socially conscious, both on and off campus, whether that's, hanging out at friends at the park, hanging out with friends, downtown Holland. We all need to, really be conscious about our actions both on and off campus. That also means following some of the regulations that Hope's given out. That's going to be that daily testing, if necessary, and, being willing to quarantine yourself and isolate yourself if you have been exposed or think you might have been exposed to COVID. It's going to be a team effort this semester more than ever. And we're going to have to all be in it together. And, we're going to have to support each other. And that's what Hope is. Hope's a place where we work together. I think when I look back to when I was thinking of colleges to go to, I was between here and Michigan State. And, at Michigan State, it was a college of 55,000 students, whereas here at Hope, I would say I know probably half of the students on campus. It's a place where we know each other and we live into this community together. So this year, more than ever, we're going to have to do that, and that's going to be vital. And yeah, I think I'm also looking around this country right now. I think, there's not any other colleges doing as much as Hope that I have seen. I think of some of the colleges in our area, and they're doing something, but I think Hope's doing more. I think the sewage thing, which when I read that in the email, I was just amazed, because they're going to be testing our wastewater. And, we're just fortunate to have faculty that have specializations in wastewater treatment. There's not a lot of colleges that have that. We're doing that 1% daily testing, which no other college that I've heard of is doing. All of this testing, all the safeguards that are going into place are for a reason. And there's going to be so much still that can happen on campus because of those safeguards. We're still going to be able to go have coffee together at LJ's downtown. We're still going to be able to go to the beach. We're still going to be able to hang out in the Pine Grove, hang out in the student center, go to events. They're going to be socially distanced, or they're going to be outside and socially distanced, but they're still events. And that's hope, and it's being together with one another. And I think this year it's going to look different, but I think more things are going to be the same than are going to be different. And I'm just really excited for that. I'm excited to welcome all of you into this community. It's just going to be fantastic. I think no other school is prepared like we are, both with our structure and the safeguards that we have in place, and also with this community, a community of working together and being with one another through everything. On my end, Student Congress is going to be there for you throughout all of this. Not only for COVID, we've kind of outlined 4 key priorities for this year, and that's number 1, COVID, because we want to make sure that our fellow students are safe. Number 2, that's going to be diversity and inclusion. A lot of stuff coming up this summer were conversations that need to be had here at Hope, and we're going to make sure that's in the forefront this semester. And we're also going to be making sure that you're in the loop for when we're revising Gen Eds. Hope is revising Gen Eds for the first time in, I think, 35 years, and Student Congress is going to be a vital part in that. And so we're going to be reaching out to make sure that your voice is heard in that. And then lastly, with the election year, as we all know, the political climate in this country is very tense right now with COVID and without COVID. And this year we have a key election that's going to, divide people on campus, but we're going to work as hard as we can to make sure that, we can come together as a community. Yeah, we're excited. I'm so excited. All of us in Congress are just super excited to meet you and welcome you into our community. And with that, I'm going to throw it over to Adriana.
Thanks, Luke. I'm Adriana Mirabelli. I'm one of the 2020 orientation directors. I'm a senior here at Hope, and I'm studying English and biology. And I am just so excited to welcome all of you to campus. It's going to be a very unique but incredible orientation this year. And I am so ready to introduce you to the Hope community. It's going to be a fantastic semester despite all of the changes. So I'm going to be going over a few different logistics about orientation and staggered move-in. So before you arrive next week, make sure that you talk to your roommate. You or your roommate, or whoever gets in first, must vacate your room while the other is moving in. So you have to make sure that you and your family members are not in your dorm room while your roommate is moving in. The second thing you need to do before you arrive is to respond to your housing email. So you need to fill out your housing agreement and to fill out your emergency contact form. So on the emergency contacts, you're going to list yourself first and then whoever you choose as the second contact. You're also going to want to read the student handbook, and you will be required to sign after you complete reading that. So now for some staggered move-in logistics. So you are going to show up at your assigned move-in time to one of the 3 resident hall check-in tents that are around campus. So like Ellen was saying earlier, make sure you're checking your Hope email to get information about what time you will be moving in and which tent that you will be checking in at. Anyone can come with you to help. This can be any of your family members, your best friend, your significant other, your siblings, anyone that you want. You don't have a limit on the number of people that can help you move in during your time slot, but everyone must be wearing a mask or some sort of face covering. And with that being said, when you are moving in, you have a 3-hour time slot to get completely unpacked and settled. And after that, we ask that you leave your room so that your roommate can move in. And we also ask that all family members refrain from visiting the room again after your move-in slot. So while you are moving in, you can park, unload, and get all of your things together to move into your residence hall, cottage, or apartment. And then after that, you're going to need to move your vehicle to a different parking lot, and our campus safety will be around to help guide you and figure out where to move your vehicle. And when you are checking into one of the res hall tents, you will receive your ID, your key code or your key card, and a map of the hall that you are living in with the exits and entrances laid out on there. You will also be receiving an orientation welcome bag with some different goodies and a t-shirt and some different other things. And your COVID kits will be in your rooms when you arrive. So that will include a thermometer, a face mask, and some other different goodies in there. So after your move-in is complete, we do encourage families to come to our family tent at the orientation station, and you will receive a campus map with the tents located on there. So you'll be able to find that. It's in the Pine Grove, and you can go in there and turn in your letter to your new student. And there will also be a surprise welcome for you. Dean Frost will also be stationed at this tent during different shifts after move-in slots. So you can go there, speak to him, and we can welcome you to campus. And for new students, you will have some Res Hall meetings throughout the weekend starting on Friday evening. These are mandatory meetings, and you will get more information about that when you check in. And throughout orientation weekend, we're just gonna have lots of different fun activities planned for you. You will be able to connect with different new students on campus, connect with some different upperclassmen that will be guiding you and helping you figure out what Hope is all about. And we'll have some different activities, such as we have skits for you. We have a new student opening session. We have some academic seminars. And on Sunday, you will be able to meet with your FYS advisor. So look out for all of that. It's going to be a really great time. And with that, I'm going to throw it back to Ellen, and I'm so excited to meet you all.
Wow. I just got so excited for all of you to join us on campus, that is for sure. And what I would just like to point out, we have featured students a few different times in our sessions that we've done over the summer. And students like Adriana and Cam, who's not here with us tonight, the orientation directors, have been working full-time all summer, this summer remotely, and they have planned the entire orientation for incoming students. And being a student at Hope gives you opportunities like that to learn and grow outside of the classroom. And Luke is going to do that this year. He already has been doing that this year as Student Congress President. So there are so many ways to get involved and engaged and just grow in multiple ways when you're here at Hope. We can't wait for you to join us. I do have a couple other just tidbits. If you're wondering, if you order your books through the bookstore, you can say that you'll pick them up, and by picking them up, you'll get an email from the bookstore as to where you should go to do that. There are going to be pods throughout campus, and it'll be based on where you live on campus. So more information to come if that is the option that you selected. You can also have them shipped to you. If you're going to do that, do it quickly because you're moving to campus next week. So just make sure you time that out well so that you have your books ready for the semester. The other thing, most students have complied with taking the at-home saliva test. If you haven't done that yet, it's really quite the experience. So make sure that you're reading your email, following up on that. To come to campus, you have to have a negative saliva test. We want to start with a 0 baseline of cases on campus. And so if you have a positive test or an inconclusive test, positive test, we want you to stay home in quarantine. And if you have an inconclusive test, you should definitely email campushealth@hope.edu to get more information on what your next steps are. So with that, I think that it's just time to say thank you to Dean Frost and President Luke and OD Adriana, and to all of you for joining us. If you have questions in the coming days, you can email firstyear@hope.edu, and you can also find more information about orientation online, hope.edu/orientation. Thanks so much for joining us this evening.